I know this is a scrapping channel, but look at that. They got like 6 guys up on that hip roof right there. It's actually kind of smart because nobody spends, you know, if you set one guy up there, they'd be up there for hours, and the chances of getting kind of tired or whatever and fatigued would greatly increase, and you'd likelihood of falling off. So I don't know how I just wouldn't do that job, because I get vertigo. I don't think I'd, yeah. It'd probably be the last job I had, though. Look at that, standing right by the edge to shove that pile off. That's a job that deserves a little bit of respect. They got that much done, and they've only been at it for about 15 minutes. Probably be on it for another maybe 15 minutes. So 6 guys and half an hour. So what is that? 3 hours worth of work? Put 6 guys up there for half an hour. 6 guys, half an hour. So that's so if that was one guy, it would supposedly take you 3 hours to do that, according to that math. I don't know. I see myself being up there all day long. If it was me doing it, it would probably take me a good 8 hours just to finish that part right there. Because you remember, when they rip those off there, somebody has to go over it with a hammer, and, you know, or one of them little pry bar things to, like, take any nails out that are sticking up, or pound them down. Right? I mean, I don't know a lot about roofing, but holy smokes. There's one more guy up there that I didn't even see it. He's just standing there. Do you ever notice when you drive past like a house being worked on like that, everybody up on the roof stops work. They stop working, and they do a freeze frame. They just stop. Or when they're putting the new shingles on, if you drive past, they stop placing the shingles. It's like they don't want, I don't know, they don't want you watching them work or something. They wait until you drive by. So the only way to get a good look is to actually stand from far away, like your own house, and watch. Like just 4 minutes, look how much progress they've made. That is freaking amazing. As a scrapper, I'm fascinated by like hard jobs, you know, like really tough jobs. Okay, roofing is a really tough job. All right, I'm fascinated by really tough jobs that get done in like maximum speed. I mean, wow, look at that. How much they've gotten done now. I mean, my guesstimate, I feel, is pretty accurate. Because in 5 minutes time, look how far they've gotten. And the guy in the green, he's like all the way by the gutter. It makes you wonder how often do these people, that's 2 stories, by the way, or like 2.5. So if you fell off of that, that would be a life-altering event, I believe. So in my opinion, how many of these guys fall off the roof? Kingdom, why are you fascinated by falling off the roof? I'm not. I'm like, you know, that's the only reason why I won't do that job. The hard work part, I don't care about it. It's the clumsiness that stops me from that. I'm freaking clumsy as shit. Clumsy, and that spinning sensation that I have constantly. They're getting ready to work on the lower part, you know, over the garage. They're starting to rip that off now. They pulled 2 guys off of the hip roof on the top of the house, and they got 2 guys in the garage now. Wow. Holy smokes. I mean, that's efficient. That and like the other jobs that are fast and efficient are snow plowing. You do that job, they run you ragged. I mean, they give you a parking lot, and you know, you look at it and go, that might take me half an hour to do. And no, they want it done in 10 minutes. So how the hell do you keep from hitting cars and smashing into stuff? You know, fixed barriers and objects and stuff. Like I did a long time ago, you know, when I was in my young 20s. Like, I think I was younger than my son. I had a job snow plowing, and it was at a Greasy Spoon fast food place. And I smashed into the garbage corral, you know, where they keep the trash. I ripped the entire fence down that surrounded the garbage dumpster, knocked the garbage dumpster to shit. Garbage was blowing around everywhere, the icy parking lot. That was the last day of that job. I was fired. I wiped that out. I did about $4,000 or more worth of damage. Yep. Fired. I barely even got out of the truck to go and look at what I did. And the boss grabbed me by my hair and threw me down on the ground. I mean, this is back in the day, I guess, when an employer could do that. He's like, what the? He was about to kick me in the stomach too. He was pissed off. You're fired, and don't even bother asking about a paycheck. I got into my car after the guy took me home. Made me ride in the back of his pickup truck. I don't even want you sitting inside my truck. I mean, at least he gave me the decency of giving me a ride back to the shop, which was like 15 miles away. And that guy, oh, I'll never forget that. That guy was pissed. Wow. Think that's worse than how pissed off the owners of this Italian restaurant that I used to work at when I was 18 years old. I remember I was mopping the floor, and this restaurant had a basement, and they had all the food and stuff like that. And the part of the floor that I was mopping was like wood, like hardwood or whatever. And I knocked over both buckets of water, 5-gallon pails of water, and the water was everywhere. And the water, there's like an air duct vent in the floor, you know, for heat and air conditioning. The water went right down into the vent, and then the water followed the air duct vent. And everywhere there was like you know, the ducts are like, you know, steel metal ducting is like connected to each other. At every joint, the water was dripping out, and water was dripping on the boxes of noodles and pasta and stuff like that. There's another job I couldn't collect my my last check from. They fired my ass so bad. Clumsy, because I just tripped over the bucket. I tripped over the one bucket, it fell over, and when I landed down on the floor, I knocked over the other bucket. And 11 minutes of yapping, and look at that roof. That roof is nearly naked. You know, one little corner left. One guy's looking at it. The guy on the green's looking at his iPhone or whatever for a second. I don't got the nerve to go look at an iPhone or whatever gadget smartphone or whatever he's looking at. Up on the roof, look, he's looking at it again. Last little bit. So I guess, okay, 12 minutes. And they'd been at it for about 5 minutes or so or whatever before I started making this video. Look at it, they only got 2 guys left up on the roof and everybody else is down on the garage. And I'm assuming, I can't see in front of the house, but I'm assuming there's 1 or 2 guys like putting stuff in the dumpster already. Alright, well, I'm going to end this video. My point is, my fascination with doing tough jobs and stuff like that and getting them done efficiently.